Hi, in this video we're mounting and installing the Sunny Tripower X60. When working on the device, always follow the instructions in the valid operating manual and all safety notes. Mounting is only permitted in the designated areas and in the allowed positions. The inverter must be mounted by at least 2 people. In this video, we'll mount the inverter on profile rails to prepare the device for training at the Solar Academy. The inverter is delivered on a pallet. Take out the scope of delivery and start with the mounting. If you're mounting it on a wall, you'll need 4 suitable screws with washers and, if necessary, matching wall plugs. Afterwards, the inverter is either lifted into the bracket by 2 people or hung using a hoist for which the eye bolts can be screwed into the upper threaded holes. Finally, the inverter is secured to the bracket with screws. Before proceeding with the AC connection, make sure that the inverter is disconnected from voltage sources. Then remove the cover of the AC connection area to make the connection accessible. After opening the cable compartment, the 5 cable touch guards from the scope of delivery are inserted into the provided recess. Then remove the cover of the AC connection area. Then guide the AC cable through the cable gland. The AC cable is stripped and the conductors L1, L2, L3, N, and PE are each stripped by 30 millimeters. For aluminum conductors, remove the oxide layer and apply protective grease. Then slide a heat shrink tube over each conductor, put on the ring terminal and crimp it. Then place the conductors on the M10 threaded bolts according to the labeling and tighten with a washer and nut to 12 Newton meters. Ensure that all conductors are correctly connected and tight and that the AC cable is not under tension. Finally, secure the AC connection unit with the 6 M4 by 8 screws at 1.6 Newton meters and hand tighten the cable gland nut. Connect the external protective earthing. To do this, fit the grounding cable with a ring terminal and tighten it with a washer and screw. The required screw and washer are already pre-mounted on the device. If you are assembling the network cable yourself, prepare the RJ45 connectors beforehand. To connect the network cable, remove the communication assembly with the cable gland from the inverter. Loosen the swivel nut and prepare the 4-hole cable support sleeve by removing a plug and cutting into the opening. Then, guide the network cable through the swivel nut and cover and plug the RJ45 connector into the network port. Briefly check for a secure fit, reassemble the unit, insert the grommet, and tighten the swivel nut by hand. Finally, attach the communication assembly to the inverter. To make the DC connection, assemble the DC connectors. Ensure that the DC connectors have the correct polarity. We also ensure that the open circuit voltage of the strings does not exceed the inverter's permitted input voltage. Then, plug the assembled DC connectors into the inverter until they audibly click into place. Seal any unused inputs with sealing plugs. And finally, check that all connectors are securely seated. Now the inverter can be switched on and put into operation. To do this, switch on the DC load break switches and the AC power supply. If the green and red LEDs are flashing, the country data set must be configured first. As soon as all connection requirements are met, the inverter automatically starts feed-in operation. If the red LED is lit, there is an event that needs to be checked. We hope this video was able to help you with your questions. If you need any further support, please check out more tech tips on our channel, or you can comment your questions below this video. Do you want to always see the latest tech tips for SMA products? Then subscribe to our channel.